We've been walking for hours. We've got to quicken our pace. The Lich King is defenseless without us.
I left many of my warriors at Icecrown before I came to find you, Death Knight. They will hold the line for as long as they are able.
Tell me, where are all of your people? Shouldn't there be Nerubians around here, undead or otherwise?
I've been wondering about that myself. Something must have driven them all off.
We did, you rotting bastards! We've been watching you all along!
Muradin's dwarves. Impossible. Doesn't anyone stay dead anymore?
We've been wandering this forsaken land ever since you killed Muradin and left us to rot Arthas. Our leader, Baelgun, led us into the ruined city to survive. But there's no way we're letting you in.
We have no time for these games. Sephiron, attack! Well done, mighty Sephiron. I wish we could take you with us, but the confines of the Dark Earth are no place for you.
The Lich King's time is running short. We must hurry.
No one orders me around.
Speak.
For Kazmatan!
What is it now?
A pipe for every ghoul you blast!
Frozen throne.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers.
Time is
Speak,
fleeting.
fool.
My might cannot be matched. Indubitably.
No one orders me around.
Speak.
Speak, fool. This is more like it.
I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly. What is it
Time
now?
is fleeting.
No one orders me around.
My might cannot be matched.
No one orders me around. What is it now? Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Speak, fool. Finally. Tread lightly. This is more like it. What is it now? Speak, fool.
Lazad, make your choice.
No one orders me around.
Speak.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Ah,
I have
at
heard the
last.
summons.
Speak, fool.
My might cannot be matched. Kinky. I'll consume the living and the dead. By Nerub. Speak. Kinky. I have heard the summons. By Nerub.
Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally.
Set off the charges! Blow the bridge before they get across!
No! Stop them before they...
That was for Muradin. Now you'll never get across.
There are other passages through the labyrinth, Death Knight. We will find another way.
What is it now?
Time is fleeting. Oblivion awaits.
Kill them all twice, that's what I say.
Speak, fool. Your pain shall be legendary. Now, Frostborn. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. At last. Frostborn hungers. Frostborn hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Faithless coward. At last. You will know endless torment. At last. Frostborn hungers. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostborn hungers. Finally. No one orders me around. No one orders me around.
Speak. I'll see to it.
Speak, fool. This is more like it.
Time is fleeting.
What is it now?
I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly. At last. Speak, fool.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Tread lightly. What is it now? This is more like it. Finally. Frostborn hungers. Frostborn hungers. Finally. I'll make sure you suffer. At last. For the Lich King. For the Lich King. This is more like it. Faithless coward. Gold. We should take this with us. Last. Finally. Frostborn hungers. Frostborn hungers. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. At last.
Our forces are under
Might
attack.
cannot be matched.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Frostborn hungers. Now, Frostborn. At last. Speak, fool. No one orders me more gold. This might help us later. What is it now? Speak, fool. This is more like it. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Must tread lightly. What is it now? No one orders me around. This is more like it.
Your choice.
No one orders me around.
I serve only
What is
the
it now?
frozen throne.
Frostmourne hungers.
Wait. I have heard the summons.
Speak, fool. These Nerubians are your kin. Why are they hostile to us?
Many of us who fell during the War of the Spider were brought back to serve the Lich King. These warriors, however, never died. Foolishly, they still fight to liberate Nerub from the Scourge.
What is it now? Finally. You will know endless torment. I'll make sure you suffer. This place looks like an old storage silo. It's a dead end, Nubarak.
There must be a hidden passage somewhere. We Nerubians were crafty engineers in our time.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Now, Frostmourne. No one orders me around.
Time is fleeting.
What is it now?
Speak.
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
This is an ancient Nerubian hoarding cell. We kept most of our treasures hidden in chambers like this. The passage to the lower depths lies just beyond this room.
Great. As long as we're here, we can take some of these items with us. Speak, fool. Finally. What is it now? Tread lightly. Faithless coward. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Faithless coward.
Finally. At last. Speak, fool. Speak, fool. What is it now? No one orders me around. Tread lightly. More gold. Take all you can carry. Tread lightly. This is more like it. This is more like it.
Don't even try it, you bastard! That there treasure belongs to the dwarves!
This treasure belongs to the Lich King, little creature. We, his servants, shall take what we will.
What is it now?
My might cannot be matched.
Tread lightly. At last.
I have heard the summons.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
Time is fleeting.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. What is it now?
Speak.
Tread lightly.
Time is fleeting. I have heard the
Speak,
summons.
Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around.
I serve only the frozen throne.
What is it now? Speak, fool.
My might cannot be matched. I'll
No one
consume
orders
the
me
living
around.
and the dead.
Finally. Tread lightly. What is it now? Tread lightly.
You rang.
No one orders me around. This is more like it.
This is for Meriden, you bastards!
Finally. At last. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. At last. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne.
It's them! Blast them!
Speak, fool. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like
I have
it.
heard the summons. Feel the venom of Nerub. By Nerub. Kinky. I'll see to it. I'll consume the living and the dead. Indubitably.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
Speak.
Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
Damned undead! Slay 'em all!
Hungers. I'll make sure you suffer. Ah, at last. Finally.
I'll consume the living and the dead. Kinky. I'll see to it. Raid.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally.
I'll wait.
What is it now? No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. What is it now?
I serve only the frozen throne. Proceed.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
My might cannot be matched. Time is fleeting. I have heard the summons. Speak.
Our forces
Shoot
are
anything that shuffles or skitters!
No one orders me around.
Yes, Master. The time is now. The time is now.
Tread lightly.
our forces are under attack.
Time is fleeting. Make your choice.
Speak, fool.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Where is it now? Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
Gross.
Tread lightly. You will know endless torment. What is it now?
My might cannot be
What is
matched.
it now? Tread lightly.
You rang.
No one orders me around.
I have heard the summons. Make your choice. I serve only the frozen throne. Indubitably. I wait.
Speak, fool.
Proceed.
No one orders
My
me around.
might cannot be matched. You rang. Time is fleeting. Speak. I have heard the summons. Speak. I serve only the frozen throne. My might cannot be matched. Choice.
Tread lightly. What is it now? This is more like it. For the Lich King. Finally.
I remember you, evil prince. You're the one that killed poor Muradin.
Get over it already.
I won't let you through this door, traitor. The recent quakes have awakened dark things under the ice. Ancient, horrid things. We vowed to keep them locked where they are.
We'll take our chances, dwarf. We're going through that door, one way or another.
Our forces are under attack.
Hungers. Speak, fool. What is it now?
Time is fleeting. By Nerub. Kinky. I wait. Time is fleeting. I'll see to it. By Nerub. Indubitably.
Tread lightly. No one orders me around.
Speak. I'll consume the living and the dead.
Speak, fool.
I serve only the frozen throne. By Nerub. Indubitably. I'll see to it. Kinky.
Speak, fool. Finally. What is it now?
My might cannot be matched.
No one orders me around.
I have heard the summons. I serve only the frozen throne. I have heard the summons. I'll consume the living and the dead.
Tread lightly. At last. Speak, fool. This is more like it. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Speak.
Tread lightly.
My might cannot be matched.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Time is fleeting. Kinky.
No one orders me around. This is more like
I
it.
have heard the summons. By Nerub.
Speak, fool. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. At last. What is it now? This is more like it.
Wait. Proceed.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
You rang.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
You rang. I await. Fall before the Scourge.
Speak, fool. What is it now? At last.
Only the frozen throne. Proceed.
No one orders me around.
Time is fleeting.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Make your choice.
What is it now?
Our forces are
Finally.
under attack.
My might cannot be matched.
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Speak. I'll see to it. Make your choice. Time is fleeting. I'll consume the living and the dead. I await. I serve only the frozen throne.
What is it now?
My might cannot be
No one
matched.
orders me around. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
Speak.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
You rang. I have heard the summons. I'll consume the living and the dead. Kinky. Proceed. My might cannot be matched.
Speak, fool. This is more like it.
I serve only the frozen throne.
No one orders me around. What is it now?
I have heard the summons. Indubitably.
Tread lightly. At last. Finally.
Speak. I'll see to it.
Speak, fool. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
By Nerub.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Time is fleeting. I'll consume the living and the dead. Time is fleeting. Speak. I serve only the frozen throne.
What is it now?
My might cannot be matched. By Nerub. I have heard the summons. Time is fleeting.
Our forces are under attack.
I'll see to it.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
Speak. Indubitably.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around.
I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly. What is it now?
I
Finally.
serve only the frozen throne.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally.
My might cannot be matched. Time is fleeting. I'll consume the living
Tread
and
lightly.
the dead.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
I have heard the summons. Kinky. I serve only the frozen throne.
What is it now? Ah, at last.
My might cannot be matched. Indubitably.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
I'll see to it. By Nerub. I'll see to it. Indubitably. By Nerub. Kinky.
What is it now? Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Finally.
I'll consume the living and the dead.
Frostmourne hungers.
Kinky.
No one orders me around.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. At last.
By Neru.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. What is it now?
Speak.
Tread lightly. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Indubitably.
Speak, fool. What is it now? No one orders me around. This is more like it. This is more like it.
I'll consume the living and the dead.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. No one orders me around.
I'll see to it.
What is it now? At last.
My might cannot be matched.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. For the Lich King. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last.
Speak.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. What is it now?
I serve only the
No one
frozen
orders
throne.
me around. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. This is more like it. Tread lightly.
Time is fleeting. I have heard the summons.
No one orders me around. What is it now?
Speak.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. At last.
I'll consume the living
Tread
and
lightly.
the dead.
Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me
I have
around.
heard the summons.
Speak, fool. What is it now?
Time is fleeting.
No one orders me around.
My might cannot
Tread
be
lightly.
matched.
Finally. Finally.
I serve only the frozen throne.
What is it now?
I serve only the frozen throne.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. The air smells awful in here. Something doesn't feel right.
If the dwarf's story was true, there's no telling what awaits us in the darkness. This stairwell leads into the heart of the old Nubian Empire. We must be cautious.
By all means. You first.